Hello everyone, welcome back to the Workbench. Thought it's been long enough and I should post an update. The most recent project was actually just getting the Workbench cleaned up and improving the lighting. I had installed the LEDs or stuck them up there a long time ago, but just never wired them. But since it's been dark and gray, I figured now would be a great time to do so. And then to give the room overall some more light, we got some LEDs just hanging off the wall there. So that's been the most recent project. But before that, I was working on these two guys. The building over here we'll start with. Many people will recognize it was installed on my last layout. It is a Walthers gold ribbon kit. And it was as molded, right? So the plastic was red for the brick, green, and gray for this detail over here. And what I've done is actually gone over with the same colors, but I painted it. This piece back here, this took all day to get masked, but I had to mask off all the gray in order to paint the green. It doesn't show up too well on the iPhone camera, but whatever. And then I also carried the green up here to the top part, and then I masked off this little gray marble just to kind of give it some more detail. Obviously it's an interesting choice, but it looks good enough to me. And then I also went ahead and made some of the concrete detail here pop by just giving it a nice gray color. And then I've weathered this lightly with powders, and the mortar detail didn't stick, mostly because the brick is very shallow. But you can kind of see some of the weathering that was done just to give it a little, outside used look. So that's turning out nice. Obviously we can see the detailed interior that was previously made, and then of course since we cut this down to only 2 stories, I reworked the top level. This is kind of a loft style, and just kind of taking cues from the kit. This door on the left, right, goes to a stairway, which is here. That would come up, and no, I didn't model the actual stairway, but that would come up here. And I opted to have a living room here, some cabinets as a partition, the bathroom in the middle, and the kitchen here. This 3D printed part was intended for Victorian House. This was actually just a test print. I didn't actually think I was going to use, but it worked really good for this situation. And then over here on the front we have the same bedroom scene that I had on the 3rd floor, and then I'm using the cabinetry again as a partition. And I've gone ahead and removed one of the doors so you could see in, because you have a whole bunch of shirts there and some nice detail. And then there's some mirrors there to make it, the place look a little bit bigger. So that'll look really cool. I obviously ripped out the wiring and the lighting. It was using incandescent, and I'll get some LEDs in there. So that's where this guy's at. And the other one, of course, is the Victorian House saga. I've focused my efforts on this guy. I'm really pleased where it's how it's come out so far. This one, obviously, I built all this custom. This one also had some imprinted detail up here. What the plan was is to see how far I could get making it like new, within reason. Obviously, I started trying to do the extra gold detail over here, and it didn't go well. It went well over here. And it got better as I went down, right? So I'm like, okay. Plan A was actually to give this a little weathered, beaten look. So that's what I did. I should mention I painted it green. That's nice. I try to make it kind of like a muted green. I don't want anything, too loud. But this has some weathering powders on it. The windows, all the trim detail was molded white, except for these bits. But So I painted those white to get rid of the shine, and then went ahead and just gave it some weathering powders to knock it down, make it look like, you know, maybe some of the wood's showing through. The gold paint was actually it's a very good gold paint. It's by Vallejo. So I knocked that down to make it look, you know, kind of old. The same thing with the door. I tried to put in some gold. And then I ended up just scraping it off and weathering it so it looks like, you know, hey, maybe they're you know, keeping the place up and they're just stripping the door to give it a nice repaint. And then inside, this was a pain in the butt, I actually knocked out the wall that was in between. So originally I'd left this wall here as one piece. So I went ahead, cut that out, and got some shop details that I'll show you guys a little bit later when I get the garage. And get the garage all worked out. But so this is kind of the outside. Going on some of the detail here. So far I'm happy with it. This, like I said, so these are actually molded red, or a burgundy color. So what I did is I painted them white, and then for a chipping effect I just scraped off some of the paint when I was adding the weathering powders, just to kind of make it look like the paint was kind of flaking off. Right, so we have the same top detail here. That's kind of why I use this house for the extra custom build that as a candidate. So I'm not sure if you've seen the top floor layout. Here's what I've settled on. We have master bedroom, and then I'm not sure what the rest of this is. This could be a bedroom, could be a bedroom, and this could be the bathroom. Looking through old, you know, original Victorians, most of them don't have a master bath. So I might just live with that, because I was going to try and fit in a bathroom, but it didn't seem worth it. So this will probably be the bathroom for all the different bedrooms. This could be a study or something. Not sure. All I know is I actually really like this floor plan. Managed to line up the hallway with this window, so you can kind of see in there and see the top of the stairs. And then let's see if I can get this removed with one hand. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Dun, 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 dun. Come here. Will it work? Obviously, I've used some solid styrene cement to get this all glued into one piece. There we go, one-handed. Not too shabby. And we come to the main level. I recently got off of eBay one of these new Prizer family eating dinner detail kits. As you can see, the detail is absolutely bloody insane. Look at that turkey. Look at whatever in the heck they're eating. The salad looks about as palatable as any salad looks. Got some silverware on napkins. I mean, it's amazing, right? Everyone's got their drink. I was going to put that in a different house, but I opted to put it into this one, right? Because you can view through the front, and this side of the house will actually be on a side street, right? So this will be on the corner, and you can kind of see into the house from multiple angles. Not that this will want to focus, but... And then you can kind of see, it also came with this china cabinet. It's also very nice. It matches the dining room table. And because the original plan, my phone's going to hate me for this, was to have this as the dining room, right, back here, I went ahead and just continued that. So these people like to have house parties. They're having a house party right now. Everyone's over for dinner. And then this area, this will kind of be the living room, family room type deal. I'll get some more chairs, but that's just a 3D printed couch that I bought off Shapeways. I did not design it. I feel was actually too big, and it's what spurred me to design all the other stuff that was more fitting. But so we have the kitchen back here. Obviously, we've got the stairwell that's just stuck in. And yeah, I think... Oh, the next bit for this is going to be installing the lighting. As it happened, I accidentally, or unintentionally, made the walls too short. So what I've done with this level is I added a whole bunch of styrene rod that's actually hollow. And my next magic trick is going to be figuring out how I'm going to wire the building with LEDs. I'm thinking I'm going to use magnet wire, and I have a whole bunch of these 805 LEDs that I can solder up myself, warm white, so I'm thinking I'll do that. I just need to figure out where the wires will come up from. I do plan on having everything's taped down so I can kind of see the garage here. I was going to put in a little machine shop, so I can't put any wires there, but I can put some wires back here or whatever. So yeah, the styrene here is hollow, so I can run wires in and out. I just have to figure out getting it from the ground level up to this level, and then the second piece is how to get it from, well, through this level. Right, obviously I'd want the lights in the roof pointing down. That's going to require, you know, one of these bits. So I need to figure out where I'd want to hide in here one of these bits. Maybe in the bathroom. Maybe I just won't detail the bathroom, because there's one window here. So I may just use the bathroom as the, right, because I want to have some room to bring the wire in and out, and I'll just 3D print a door here and here so you can't see in. That might work. But I will obviously update you with progress as it progresses. I haven't worked on many of the other houses. This was definitely a nice long project that I took my time on, and it's turning out really nice. So I will go ahead and leave you all. This is a long enough video, and I'll see you all soon.